Welcome back to Caribbean Lifestyle TV. I know I'm looking cool, and I want to tell you, I must thank my good friend out there. I just call her A right now, all right? You're looking cool too.
Well, I try.
All right,
to keep
cool.
up with you, man.
Listen, we have the bobsled team. Some people call it bobsled and all that kind of stuff.
If you're Jamaican, you call it bobsledge.
Bobsledge.
So there are all kind of names. Yeah, depends on which part of the world you're from.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, man.
What is the state of affairs here now?
Well, we have a really young and, of course, not surprisingly, talented team. They're in Salt Lake City training right now. And, well, very meager resources. It's the Achilles heel of Jamaica bobsled from inception has been funding. You know, bobsledding is an incredibly expensive sport.
Although the spin-off has been tremendous.
Yes. Although spin-off has been tremendous.
We have, for example, a new attraction in Ocho now called mistic1,
yes,
where, of course, bobsledding is featured.
Today we are taking a very explosive moment here through the Mystic Mountains. I'm bobsledding, and Devin Harris, eat your heart out.
All right? We have the stores at the hotel, at the airport.
At the airport.
We have the store on the hip strip. And you're sitting here telling me that you have no funding?
There's still very limited funding. I know that the folks at Mystic Mountain, I spoke to Chris Stokes, who is the General Secretary for the Federation, and he told me that the guys at the Mystic Mountain actually gave the Federation some money in Jamaican dollars, which didn't go very far, but we were able to use it to build complete a push track at GC Fossa, which is really important. An important aspect of our training.
And I think there's opportunity for you guys to do some cross-selling with that Mystic Mountain and bobsledding, because I know Caribbean Lifestyle T went down there. Andre even, he's a bobsledder, so you can have her try out for it, right?
All right.
But what I'm saying is that there are opportunities to do some cross-selling here, because it's one of Jamaica's premier attractions right now. And there's no reason why a Devon Harris, when he goes all over the world speaking, that you shouldn't be a spokesperson for this situation. And seeing that you're such a good philanthropist, you can just tell them, hey, send the money to the Federation. Right?
I wouldn't have no problems with that. Something we're going to have to look into some more.
But coming back to the whole situation, funding still remains an issue.
Yeah, man, funding still remains an issue. There are the stores down there in Montague at the airport and in the strip, still working on getting our fair share of the proceeds from that. Earlier, last year, late last year, the Jamaican government, a tourist board and a couple of other, I'd call them quasi-government entities, donated, I think, $73,000 to the Federation. But, you know how government entities are. We got the first $15,000 that the team used to compete in Germany at the World Junior Championships. And we're still waiting on the balance to come. So, again, if the funds don't come in a timely manner, it's very difficult for us, even if it was earmarked.
In the middle of all this now, and people watching this, right, I know they must be saying, wow, you need funds. So how do they get in contact with you to tell us where they can send them?
We have a website, the Jamaica Bobsleigh.
Let them hear.
Yeah, Jamaica Bobsleigh, not bobsled. JamaicaBobsleigh.com.
You have to spell it for them, though.
BOBSLEIGH. The English or French spelling, bobsleigh.com, JamaicaBobsleigh.com. Feel free, jump on the website, check out the team, and there's a button there you can make donation to the team. You can donate directly, or you can, Christos has a book that you can, I think for $20, you get download the audio version, and $20 goes towards the team. So, you know, whatever it is that you can do to help us, we are still working hard, flying the flag, and we're looking to hopefully bring home a medal. Perhaps not the Olympic Games, but I know in my heart that Jamaica has the athletic talent. I mean, I think you know that as well, but we need some help.
You know, on a recent occasion when they were passing through here to go, I think to Salt Lake City, or I think it was Lake Placid. Yeah. And I want to say thanks to the Door Restaurant again. Okay, you know, there are entities out there who are always willing to help. And Chris Roberts and his staff over the Door, I know they packed them with a whole lot of food for about 2 months or something like that. But it takes a lot more than that, all right?
Yeah, man.
All right, but that's a great start, because at least they have the Jamaican food in their system to make it happen. But the point here is that we need a lot more Chris Roberts and the Doors to come forward and really make this happen, because this is a fantastic investment. You know, and it behooves me now, and it's the next question I ask you. Those who are the purveyors and those who know all about marketing and positioning and all that, have they really sat down now to say, well, tell you what, guys, if you fine-tune this thing, if you do this thing here, we can get some funding or some sponsorship. Is that really happening? Is it being handled like an asset of Jamaica?
It is not in the way that it ought to be. You know, unfortunately, and again, you know, hindsight is a wonderful teacher. You know, looking back, I don't believe we treated this thing like a business. It was more a passion, a sport for getting a chance to represent our country. And so in many ways, you know, we in the Federation, I think, are to be blamed for not developing this as a business. It's something that we're working to get done. But time waits on no man. The clock is ticking on the Olympic Games. So while we're working to get our act together in that aspect, we still need to help fund the team.
You know, because you see, and I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm putting you on the spot. Do you think that as an Olympian who has represented Jamaica and continue to represent Jamaica in different ways, that, and I know, yes, you'll avail yourself, that you have been utilized effectively?
Not in the least. I mean, I can say that unequivocally. You know, they say a prophet is never with honor in his own country, and I think I know what that means now. I'm all over the world speaking to all kind of different
so why they don't put on a Jamaican jacket anyway, the flag and everything? I mean, why is not seen?
I mean, that's a mystery. I still haven't been able to figure out, you know, how to incorporate the wider Jamaican business community in what I do, and in certainly in what the bobsled team does, and what we can do to bring more awareness to Jamaica. I mean, we don't even have to try. We just have to turn up on the track and people know about Jamaica, but we don't get the support. And you know, and the thing is that our team has gone beyond just being a media novelty. We've gone way past that. We have had really good performance.
Certified brand, yes.
And so now people are looking to us
to see
for
what
performances.
Exactly.
They're looking for Beijing kind of performances from us. But you know, it will never happen with the level of support that we're getting right now.
The legacy of sports and the legacy for our successes, is it being managed well? Do you think we understand what we have, Devon?
Give us vision lest we perish. We don't have the vision. We don't have the vision. People ask me all the time, I'm glad they bring that up, the legacy of sport. Why do Jamaicans do so well? And when you compare to the rest of the Caribbean, you can't say it's geography or genes, because everybody else in the Caribbean pretty much have same geography, the same food, similar foods, similar
except
genes.
the yellow yam from
except that part, right? So that's the one missing ingredient. But what I think, and this is my humble opinion, we got really lucky when we sent the first set of guys to the Olympics. They were great. And they blazed the trail
and set a standard that every Jamaican who make an Olympic team is expected to do well. And so when we go to the Olympic Games, our advantage is an expectation that you're going to do well. This is why we're so afraid when we crash to come back to Jamaica, because in our minds we fell short of the expectation. And we're not managing that well. We're getting guys and girls to go to the Olympic Games who are doing well, but for every one, there are 10 more in the hills of Trelawney and St. James. And St. Anne.
And Waterhouse. You understand?
Listen, we come to the end of another short program again. But before we go, I'll be remiss. What are your parting words to the viewers, Devon?
A couple of things. First of all, we are a great people, and you know we need to stop taking our greatness for granted. You know, we really need to step up to the plate the same way our entertainers and our athletes do. All of us in our chosen field can perform at those levels or better, and to manage our resources better. You know, support our teams and stop, and our communities. It doesn't take much. It takes a little bit from each person to make a huge difference. And so I challenge everybody to do that. Go seek your path, go back to Jamaica and find one person, one child who you can help to give hope.
Devon Harris, philanthropist, athlete, a JDF man, An old soldier, as they would say.
Yes, indeed.
A guy who loves Jamaica and sells Jamaica in whatever he does. We here at Caribbean Lifestyle TV endorses what he does. And if you feel like dropping us a line to let us know exactly you want to make a contribution, give us a call at 914-391-8762 or an email at clmtvnyc@gmail.com. It's always a privilege to have individuals like you with us, sir.
My pleasure.
And blessings.
Yeah, man.
Until we meet again, this is Erwin Clare on behalf of Caribbean Lifestyle TV saying we catch you later. Thanks, Devon.
All right.